Does anyone else feel like Wuthering Waves has another problem every other day? Yeah, me too. Well, today the devs have officially addressed it, like they've done every time they've had a problem. And today we're going to talk about it. Kuro Games has put out this huge document addressing everything, every problem that they've had, and some of the compensation that we will hopefully receive for it. Now, there is a ton of stuff here. There is a lot, and we're going to go over it all. But if you want a quick TLDR, essentially what I think we're going to be getting from this is 1 million shell credits, because apparently there was an issue with the calculation of giving out shell credits when recycling echoes or something. Anyways, we're going to be getting compensation for that. Then we're also going to be getting 20 crystal Sullivans, which are this game's like condensed resin. They give us wave plates so that we can grind more of the mobs. Essentially, we're going to be getting 20 of these. We're also going to be getting 5 more forging tides. And then probably the biggest thing out of all of this is that they're actually going to be bringing up the timeline of Yinlin's banner. She is now going to be releasing on June 6, 2024. Or in other words, like 4 days from now. 4 days from now, Yinlin is getting a banner, which is insane. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are they bringing up Yinlin's banner? Now, there's no guaranteed reason, and I can only speculate here. And they don't really give a definitive answer on why they're doing this in this little bit of text here. But I speculate that this is most likely because of the release of Zenless Zone Zero, which is going to be coming out on July 4th. And that, I believe, was also supposed to be around the version 1.1 time of Wuthering Waves. So they may have been trying to avoid this. Again, just speculation. We cannot confirm that. The other reason I think this could be is because generally male banners don't sell all that well. It's just how it is. A lot of Kumers play these games. And I imagine they're waiting for Yinlin so that they can get their Kumer bait out the way and everybody can do their thing. Because let's be honest, that banner will sell like wildfire. Also, for the inconvenience with this, we're going to be compensated with 10 Radiant Tides. They're going to be getting us 10 more wishes just for free. So already from this, we've got 1 million credits, like 15 wishes, and we're going to be getting Yinlin sooner, which I honestly not 100% sure how I feel about getting Yinlin sooner. I mean, I guess it's cool, but now I don't have as much time to save the asteroid I need to get her, so it's a little stressful. I might have to do some grinding, or a lot of grinding in the next couple days, but hopefully I'll be okay. Now let's address some of the other problems that this game has had and how they're addressing it. Apparently, people are complaining that the ecosystem feels a little too grindy and lacks a wave plate storage system. To fix this, they announced that they are going to include a material double yield event called core cleansing, which is going to double our echoes. Then in version 1.1, they're going to remove the reward cutscene for the tacit field, which is not the biggest deal. They will adjust the progression system to reduce the shell credit cost of all echoes, and the yield of echoes and echo development materials will be increased. And then also, they're going to include a wave plate storage system, which I don't know 100% what that means, but I imagine it's going to be similar to how Honkai Star Rail does it, where if you overcap, you'll be able to store your wave plates in like a separate little menu, is I think what that means, which is actually a really cool system, and I really hope that's what it is. This next point is just about the shell credits. Apparently there was an issue with the way the shell credits were being handed out to the developed echoes. I was not aware of this. I have not experienced this issue, but some players have. We're getting compensated. Good stuff. Next thing they address is the issue with the 5-star weapon description. Now, if you guys are not already aware, Gion's weapon, the Absolute Pulsation, had a issue with its weapon description over in Japanese, not in English. This reads like it should, but essentially the difference between English and JP was this read Resonance Skill instead of Resonance Liberation, and this essentially increases your Resonance Skill damage is the idea that people had. And so people were pulling this weapon for their Kalcharo, because if you guys don't know, Kalcharo has 3 Resonance skill hits, and so people thought this would be an absolute OP weapon for Kalcharo, only to realize that it's decent on him. They did address this, and I believe they are trying to refund the players from my understanding. But yeah, just another issue to stack on top of the 30 million issues that this game has had so far. Apparently, there have been complaints or feedback about the duration of rewards of the Overdash Club, which is their newest event, which I was fine with. This event right here, essentially it's just like using your grappling hook and your running and all your techniques to do a bunch of cool stuff. I actually quite enjoyed this event, but people are unhappy with the amount of rewards that they got. And to address this, they are releasing another event to offer new rewards and to improve on your gaming experience, and also giving out Astrite, more elite class echoes, premier tuners, a ton of good stuff. And they say going forward that they are going to make a collective effort to design the version events to improve the event quality and rewards for a better experience, which is great. Genshin should do that. They will not. Then the summary of this big block of text here is just Yinlin banner is coming up. Jian going away early. It is what it is. I'm excited for Yinlin, so I don't really care. I mean, like they're literally giving us 10 Radiant Tides for it. So, hey, who am I to complain? Then they just address some like general bad experiences that people have had while playing the game, like the ghost touch issue on mobile, which I'm not familiar with, but apparently that's happened. I know there's been a lot of issues with mobile. Bosses exiting combat state unexpectedly is one I have actually experienced. Sometimes you'll be fighting like this boss, the Inferno Rider, for example, and you'll kind of like leave his field of attack, and all of a sudden he will just exit combat state and you'll have to restart the battle from scratch. That has actually happened to me a couple times, so I'm happy they're addressing that. People have been having problems with the auto lock feature, which I have also had. Auto lock has been, I mean, it's okay during boss fights sometimes. During some of the later stages, it's a little finicky, but they say they're going to optimize it, which is great. They're going to try to optimize the controller mode experience, which is good. I don't even think the game's out on PS5 or Xbox, so I don't know how you play with a controller, but fair enough. Yeah, optimize that. That's great. On other contents, no purchases for store items like flour, leading to accidental purchases. Okay, well, I'm sorry. If you're purchasing flour and you accidentally purchase a little too much, you're just an idiot. Like, just slide it so that you don't purchase too much. It ain't that hard. Performance issues, crashes. I mean, this is all pretty basic stuff that they're going to optimize on. They're going to optimize the depth of Elusive Realm event, which honestly, I felt like that event was fine. But apparently people are unhappy with it. Kind of like they're unhappy with everything. This honestly feels like a big blog post of just complaints. And they have decided to address every single one, which I feel like there's got to be some middle ground there, where you don't have to acknowledge every single complaint. Like, for example, I feel like the Overdash Club is a fine event. I get the rewards from it, like, aren't all that great, but to be fair, it's like a short, like, 20-second event. You go to it, you beat it, bam, 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 done. Easy, just like that. There's so much other content to do in the game that I'm honestly not that worried about it. But that being said, I think it's a lot better than Genshin, who ignores every issue, acknowledges nothing, and just decides to completely ghost everybody. So I much prefer this. Let's just say that much. I'm happy they're fixing out the bugs. I hope to see more from this company in the future, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds for this game, and I'm going to keep covering it. So if you're not already, make sure to subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace.